Hello everybody, it's Peter here with GoodyReader.com. We have another comparison video. On the left, the Amazon Kindle Fire HDX 8.9. On the right, we have the Barnes & Noble Nook HD Plus. Both of these guys are running Android. Both of these guys have very similar screen sizes. This is 8.9, this is 9-inch. Both of these are the latest releases of each of the respective companies, Amazon and Barnes & Noble. However, this has been out for quite some time. Amazon Kindle Fire HDX 8.9 just came out very recently as of November 2013. Just to give you a little bit of specs, they're both running Android. They both have their own skinned versions, so this is really Mojito kind of thing, and this is Android 4.0.3, 9-inch, 8.9-inch. Resolution on the Nook HD Plus is 1920 by 1280. Resolution on the Kindle Fire HDX is 2560 by 1600. That is massive resolution. We also have a dual-core 1.5 processor on the Nook HD Plus and a quad-core 2.2 gigahertz processor on the Kindle Fire HDX. They both come in various storage options, 16, 32, 64, 16, and 32. The Nook, however, has an SD card slot, which is awesome, but on the flip side, Amazon has 2 cameras, so the prices are also very different as well. The Nook HD Plus is about I think it's going to be 109 or 119 for Black Friday, and the Kindle is actually around $450 in Canada and about $399 in the States. So the prices are drastically different. This is about 3 times the cost of this for not the same experience, but you know, the same kind of structure. It's a big screen tablet, so it's all about what you want. We're just going to dive right in because, well, this is a comparison, and we're going to show you guys what the differences are, so that and similarities, because we're going to compare, and you can make a decision from there. This is an ebook, the exact same ebook on both of these tablets. So we're going to start with adjusting the text. So we can go to the little A's there, and we'll make the text a little bigger for you guys to see. We're actually going to make them very large. In fact, annoyingly large, so you can actually tell the differences in the contrast. We're also going to change the margins here to be a little bit wider. There we go. So check it out, which one has the better contrast, which one has a little bit more blurring around the curves, because you can really see the pixelation. Remember, this has drastically larger resolution and a smaller screen, so when you have smaller screens, the resolution is a little bit more compressed, therefore it ends up just looking better naturally. We're not going to show you how to use the individual apps. I mean, they're pretty straightforward. You have your text augmentation here. You can change things like themes and line spacing and all that. We're not going to go too in depth, but on both of these you can make highlights and notes, and you do get dictionary definitions and all that. We're strictly just showing you the quality and the speed and the whole readability of them. Page turns are pretty much exactly the same. As you can see, they're pretty much identical. So this is the reading experience on both of these. It's a little bit old, July 2013, but sometimes when you have an Amazon device and a Nook device, it's kind of hard to get the exact same content on both because they don't share the same ecosystems. So we did our best to pretty much get the same content for you guys. These are kind of cool because when you, the magazines that is, because if you click on things like this Hyundai ad, it actually takes you to a website for certain things like, oh, check out this new app or whatever the advertisement might have. Sometimes there's little icons next to everything that kind of shows you. Let's get back to our Comic Con comic. Sometimes there's little icons next to things that really shows you what you can do in terms of buying things. Let me show you an example here. So here's an example of interactivity. If you tap on this, things come up. Information, quotes, works on both of these. That's a bloody picture there. Let's get to another picture. Here we go. Let's compare some. Doesn't look like we have any pinch and zooming capabilities. but we'll compare the resolution on both of these. We'll leave it up to you guys to decide. From what it looks like in studio, not that the colors are better on each of the individual units, but it looks like there's a lot more of a cooler theme on the Kindle, and there's more warmth here. You see how stuff's a little redder. You can tell how this is very white and blue, and this is very yellowy. So they have a different theme in terms of their color. So this is the magazine experience. Why don't we look at a comic book? Go page by page, show you a little bit of differences and everything. Now, not only does it fit better on camera here, but we have this, both of these tablets oriented in portrait mode, because everything just looks better in portrait mode when you're dealing with comic books and such. It's got a nice portrait scene. Actually, these are pretty full pages. We'll just let you look at that for a sec. Do some pinching and zooming here. It's a little bit laggier on the Nook. Not by much. Just a little bit when we're pinching and zooming. It's a little bit of hesitation. I'll give you a good idea on some colors there. You can double tap panel by panel. This is the comic book experience. Let's look at our favorite newspaper reading app, Press Reader. So we're going to open up some Vancouver Sun issues. Now, I'm not going to lie, both of these devices are very, very unreadable. The newspaper on these devices, very unreadable. Resolution's great, you can't really see what's going on. So you can pinch and zoom to kind of navigate around the page. Not the most comfortable experience because, well, to read an article, oh, that too. Keeps thinking I'm turning pages. To read an article, you got to read down, and then you got to move back up, and then go back down. It's not the best experience. So what you see here on each of these is that there's some light blue highlighted titles. If you click on those, stop turning pages. There you go. It actually turns it into a readable ebook style article view. You see, you can turn pages by page, turning via swipe, and it just goes article by article. Strips away almost all of the images except for necessary thumbnails to give you an idea of what's really going on. But there are no ads, no crossword puzzles, no sports scores, nothing. But if you want that, you go right back to page view and you get all the ads here. Here's a watch, and here's some shoes just for you guys. So this is the full newspaper experience as you would see it on the newsstand. Get some Black Friday savings. Oh yeah, look at that. I want to get one of those gear watches. Those are crazy. Very nice. Last thing we're going to do here is look at a Netflix video side by side, and we're going to split the screen to show you guys on the left the Kindle Fire HDX's quality, and on the right the Nook HD Pluses.
Like it. Uh-oh, she doesn't like it. No, I don't like it. Oh, I love it! Yay! You ponies did an amazing job. It's exactly the way I imagined it. We just followed your brilliant design. Like we should have let you do for our outfits. Those first dresses you designed were perfect. We're so super sorry. You worked really hard to make our dresses exactly the way we wanted them. And we all saw how well that turned out. Oh, I forgive you.
All things considered, they both got their ups and downs. The Nook is Google Play certified, which is a huge plus, but you can't sideload. The Kindle, you can sideload, but there is no Google Play. The Nook is only about just over $100. I've actually seen some used on Craigslist and eBay for about 80 bucks. And it has an SD card. This is about $400+, and there's no expandable memory. No cameras, 2 cameras, really loud speakers, not so loud speakers, but once again, we all go back to the price tag, because that's going to be a very big deciding factor in this. This is going to go for $100. This is going to go for $400. This is 3 to 4 times the cost of this device. And from everything you've seen, sure, when we put them side by side here at Goody Reader, we're supposed to nitpick. We're supposed to say, oh, this has a little bit of pixelation here, and this one's better in this one, because that's what we're trying to do for you guys. Holding these individually, they're both really good. I really like them individually. I like the styling of the Nook HD Plus. It looks amazing. It looks like no other tablet, except for the previous models of the Nooks, but the Kindle is very cookie cutter-esque, because it's just a black piano finish bezel with a screen. It's nothing special. The back is a little bit better. A little bit of branding, a little bit of piano finish around the edge, but all in all, I think the Nook looks better. But it's up to you guys. You've seen what you can see here with magazines, newspapers, comic books, books itself, and just the functionality of the home screens and what everything brings to the table. So make a decision based on that. And in terms of the Netflix video, as I forgot to mention, I think the Kindle speakers are tremendously better. You definitely get what you pay for on this, for all the little bells and whistles like the cameras and the overall weight and the build quality. Of course, you are getting what you pay for. The speakers on this are amazing. The picture quality is amazing. Not to say the picture quality on this is that bad, because it really isn't. It has the resolution and the processing power to kind of compete with the big boys. But honestly, the decision is up to you guys. Please leave a comment below. Let us know if we missed anything. Let us know if you want us to compare anything against anything else. And for a comparison for the Kindle Fire HDX 8.9 and the Barnes & Noble Nook HD Plus, this is Peter from GoodyReader.com.